Hi, everyone. Something I wanted to share with you this month is that April is National Poetry Month. And I love poetry, and I know we've read a little bit of poetry in school at the beginning of the year. And I am kind of bummed that we're not going to be in school for National Poetry Month, and we can't really do this together in classroom. But I am going to try and share a poem almost every day here on Google Classroom with you, and I hope you enjoy them. I will share a video of me reading them aloud, and then I will also share a link for you to read the poem yourself. And if you would like to use these poems as your daily reading, I would encourage you to do so. You can just do a reading response in Google Classroom on the regular doc that you've been creating and adding to every single day. And maybe you want to think about what was the theme of the poem? What's the author's message, do you think? Or what feelings did you have when you were listening to the poem or reading the poem? Maybe you remember when we talked about rhyme scheme at the beginning of the year and you want to break that down in your reading response. Or maybe you just want to make a connection to the poem, a text to text connection or a text to self connection. And you can use these poems as your reading response. So like I said, I love poetry, and I certainly don't want the month to go by without us reading some poetry together. So I hope you enjoy them. I don't have too many poetry books at home because I have most of them at school, but I do have some. So I have some that are familiar to you that maybe some of you have read in the classroom. One of my boys' favorites is this one. Kids pick the funniest poems. So I'll be reading out of those books, and a lot of poems can be found online also. But for today, I am going to read a poem that is hopefully inspiring and kind of inspirational and gives you that growth mindset that we always talk about in the classroom, because I know we're all going through something that's a little bit difficult. It's hard right now, kind of being stuck at home. So I thought this is a great poem to kind of keep us positive and moving forward. So the name of the poem, or the title of the poem, is The Ones Who Think They Can. And this is written by Walter Wintle. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out in the world we find, success begins with a person's will. It's all a state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the ones who win are the ones who think they can. So I'll let you think about that poem. Hopefully you enjoyed the poem. Hopefully you'll read it to yourself, to your family members, and use it as your reading response. It will be really nice. So happy National Poetry Month, and I will read to you again soon.